My cat. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow. She's a bad girl.
Cat's escort.
You know what I want? I want a Sacred Heart of Jesus flag because I have to look across the lagoon at the Pride flag for the next month.
Exactly.
And he's like, oh, please don't put up a flag. I said, I won't do it because I'm deferring.
We just received a new batch of leaked audio recordings. This time, Supreme Court Justice Alito's wife, Martha Ann Alito, really shows us who she is. She complains about having to see a Pride flag across the lagoon. This Rolling Stone article is titled, Martha Ann Alito Condemns Pride Flags, the Left, and the Media. And I'll play more of the tape in a second, but for some context, Martha Ann Alito, wife of Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito, is incensed about seeing rainbow pride flags during Pride Month, according to a new recording obtained by Rolling Stone. If it were up to her, she would be flying a Sacred Heart of Jesus flag in response, or she might design her own flag, one sporting the Italian word for shame. And this may give us some insight into why the Alitos were seen flying variations of the American flag multiple times. They do it in response to events from the left. They do it to voice their political opinion, but I think we can all agree that it's inappropriate for the family of a Supreme Court justice to do it in that venue. So in this next clip, you hear Martha Ann Alito complaining at length about a Washington Post reporter that made some comment about something she's wearing. Martha Ann Alito seems to be gossiping, but it all leads up to a later part where she makes a remark about a pride flag.
I'm going to be liberated, and I'm going to get...
What do you mean by...
Oh, well, there's a 5-year defamation statute of limitations.
But I don't know what you mean by they, like the media. Oh, okay.
Come on, I'll get you. Come on. You know, I was denigrated early on when we first came to town. And the woman then won a Pulitzer Prize. She was commenting on my clothes. She said that I wore a baby blanket one day. And the next time I had on a Lazy Boy recliner pattern suit. And so when she won her Pulitzer, I called her up and I said, hello, is this Robin Gavin of the New York Times? Yes, it is. I said, oh, I'm so proud of you. You're getting a Pulitzer Prize. I said, and will you be wearing Balenciaga? And she goes, no. I said, why not? She said, well, it doesn't flatter me. I said, oh, come on. Such a high-end thing. It doesn't flatter you? And then I said to her, you know, it's a beautiful day. It's April 2006. I said, maybe you want to go outside today in New York. It's really beautiful. Take a walk and enjoy life. She never came after me again, but she went after Jane Roberts again.
So this next part is where Martha Ann Alito outs herself as a conservative. This article reads, in recent weeks, Martha Ann Alito has been at the center of a national firestorm over 2 flags seen flying at their residences that have been associated with right-wing movements that question the legitimacy of the results of the 2020 election. Justice Alito has blamed his wife for flying those flags and rebuffed calls from Democratic lawmakers to recuse himself from the upcoming decisions in cases related to the January 6th insurrection at the U.S. Capitol. Now, Justice Alito has blamed it on his wife multiple times, and his wife does seem conservative from these clips. Like her husband, Mrs. Alito is unbowed by the criticism and controversy, as she makes clear in comments recorded by liberal documentary filmmaker Lauren Windsor. Windsor, posing as a Christian conservative, spoke at length with Miss Alito at a dinner reception hosted by the Supreme Court Historical Society last week. Windsor attended the dinner as a dues-paying member and bought a ticket. A colleague joined her. And in this next clip, you hear Windsor pretending to be a Christian who's so angry and so scared, and then you hear Martha Ann Alito's reaction. Watch.
That's why she got her Pulitzer between Jane and me, criticizing the clothes that Jane had put the children in and the clothes that we wore.
But why do you think they're coming after you?
They are.
I mean, like, the whole, like, appeal to have heaven flag was, like, bullshit, right?
Right. But that's, you know, the other thing is the fem-Nazis believe that he should control me.
Yeah.
So you go to hell. He never controls me.
But, like, I have the same flag.
Yeah, I know.
No, but, like, a lot of people fly that fucking flag.
Don't worry about it, baby.
I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I should watch my language.
It's all right. It's all right.
I'm sorry. I did not mean.
It's okay. It's okay.
No,
it's
but
okay.
it makes me so angry.
Don't get angry.
It makes me so angry.
Don't get angry. Get even. Bye, warriors, I'm afraid.
Isn't that awful, though? Why?
Oh, because
Well,
of the security. The security and all that. It's good we did that. We did that. Wonderful. You know,
You really
Yeah, we
did?
did that. I was going
Something
through
to be
the
really proud
my
of.
little collection of flags from you.
Do you know that they created and ran the Wounded Warriors program here?
You would never know that because of how they're trying to persecute.
Oh, ignore all that. The reality
I don't
is,
need their approval for anything in my life. I need nothing from them.
You don't, but the problem is that they use you to fuck. Pardon my language. Pardon my language.
Wait, who's
Your buyer.
Lewis? I like you.
You deserve it. All right. Thank you.
Take care.
They're persecuting you, and you're like a convenient stand-in for anybody who's religious.
Look at me. I'm German. I'm German. My heritage is German. You come after me, I'm going to give it back to you. And there will be a way. It doesn't have to be now, but there will be a way. They will know. Just don't worry about it. God, you read the Bible. Psalm 27 is my psalm. Mine. Psalm 27. The Lord is my God and my rock. Of whom shall I be afraid? Nobody.
I love that you have that attitude because that's more of what we need. I was telling your husband, I was like, and it should give you like a little bit of background. So I met him last year at this dinner, and I said to him, I was like, this country is so polarized. How do we repair that rift? He was like, I don't know. It's not our role. And I told him this year, I'm like, you know, for the past year, I remembered our conversation, and I looked at what happened to you and your wife, and I'm like, how is there any negotiating with the radical left? There's not. You cannot negotiate with the radical left. You have to just win.
They feel. They don't think.
No, but you have to win. And if we want to take this country back to like a godly place, to a moral place, that means that we actually have to just fucking... Pardon my language again, I'm so sorry.
You know what I want? I want a Sacred Heart of Jesus flag because I have to look across the lagoon at the Pride flag for the next month.
Exactly.
And he's like, oh, please don't put up a flag. I said, I won't do it because I'm deferring to you. But when you are free of this nonsense, I'm putting it up and I'm going to send them a message every day. Maybe every week I'll be changing the flags. There'll be all kinds. I made a flag in my head. This is how I satisfy myself. I made a flag. It's white and it's yellow and orange flames around it. And in the middle is the word vergogna. Vergogna in Italian means shame. Vergogna. 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 Shame on you. You know. Anyway.
Well...
Massive credit to Lauren Windsor for going out there and getting that audio. Her stuff will be linked in the description below. But Martha Ann Alito truly did out herself as the average conservative QAnon grandma. I've met so many of them at these Trump rallies. And Martha Ann Alito is no different whatsoever. I guess we made a mistake by holding our Supreme Court justices and their families up on a pedestal when in reality they are conspiracy theory believing, election denying, unpatriotic Americans. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment a blue heart if you watched the full thing, hit the subscribe button, and have a great night.